Think you need a gym to get killer guns? Guess again. You can get excellent pops on these biceps by doing exercises completely from your home without any fitness equipment at all. In this video, I'm going to go into an explanation about the biceps, how to work them, and I'm going to describe 3 specific exercises that you can do right from the comfort of your home to work your biceps or when you're traveling. But before I get down to all the flexing, make sure to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Let's start with a little anatomy lesson. The biceps are these large muscles on the front of the upper arm right here. They're not as large as the triceps, which are on the back, but they are pretty large. And the root word of biceps is bi, which means 2. So there are 2 major parts of the biceps right here. And then you have the brachioradialis, which is this muscle right here that runs down into the forearm. The ideal movement pattern to work the biceps is elbow flexion. So that occurs when you go like this, coming inward toward your body with any type of apparatus. When you are at home, or when you are out traveling, or when you're out in the grass at a park somewhere, it's really easy to work the triceps because you can do things like push-ups and dips and stuff like that where your arm is extending backwards like this. But we want to flex the arm this way and get tension coming this direction. That is what makes it challenging when you don't have fancy equipment like dumbbells and resistance bands and such like that. Now, if you have access to a pull-up bar or some kind of object to hang from, you can do pull-ups till you're blue in the face and work your biceps like you wouldn't believe. Also, that's going to get you a lot of back recruitment and lat recruitment and also some ab recruitment. But let's say you don't have a pull-up bar, you don't have access to hang from anything in your home or while traveling or at a park, or you're at Mildred's house during Christmas time and you want to get some biceps work. Well, I'm here to save the day and I'm going to show you 3 cool drills you can do in pretty much any location. Now, having said that, it will take some household items to do these exercises. And one of those household items is right beneath me here. This is my stand-up desk, and that's going to be the first exercise I demonstrate. If you were to go across America and step foot into any hotel, you're probably going to find a pretty sturdy desk at any one of these places. And that is your ticket to ride, my friend. The desk is what's going to double as a bicep exercise tool and a back exercise tool. But for the sake of this video, we're going to focus on our biceps. All right, let's get down to the drill. Hey everybody. No, I'm not playing hide and go seek. I'm getting in position for our first biceps exercise. This is an adjustable desk that I have, a stand-up desk, and this is the cord for it. I can move it up or down. I'm going to keep it in a high position right now, and it's pretty sturdy. And make sure that you have a sturdy desk to do this. And in hotels, the desks are very sturdy because I've done it 1,000 times while traveling. Here's the exercise. Quite simply, we're going to wrap our hands around one side like this, and we're going to lean our body forward. Then we're going to lift our butt off the ground. So now I have a bridge position here, and we're simply going to do this. I can feel my biceps. Keep your back nice and straight. Keep your abs tight. Take a big inhale at the bottom. Exhale and way up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Just like that. So if you have a chair here in a hotel room, you can just shove the chair out of the way and just jump underneath like this. Now I'll do a view this way too, so you can see both angles. And we're just gonna come into this position and we're gonna pull ourselves up. Keep your elbows in by your rib cage. Feel those biceps. Hold that contraction at the top for a split second. And if you have a desk like this one that's a little bit more narrow, you can even go this way too. And grab a hold, come into the middle or so, and then pull yourself up. Keep your elbows in tight. Exhale up, lower yourself down. See, isn't that fun? And then when you're done, you can play hide and go seek all you want. So that's exercise number 1. It is a desk biceps curl, which you can also call an inverted row. Same thing, and you're gonna get your biceps and your lats all rolled into one. Are we having fun yet? I'm having a blast. We're up to exercise number 2, and you will need one of these to do exercise 2. This is called a towel. Any hotel room across America is gonna have a towel in it. Any relative that you go visiting during any holiday or any kind of occasion or vacation, I would hope that they have towels, and if they don't have towels, you can probably go to your local Walmart and buy one for about 25 cents or so. You don't need anything fancy. And guess what? If you don't have a towel, you can take your bloody shirt off and use your shirt, because that works too. Here's how the exercise goes. We're gonna grab our towel like this, with our hands approximately shoulder width apart. I would actually come in a little bit more than shoulder width, and I'll show you why. Because what we wanna do is lower our arms down, and we wanna pull outward like this as hard as we can on the towel. Hopefully you can see me. And then slow and controlled, we're gonna pull this towel up like this. And we're gonna slowly lower it back down. Let me get this shirt out of the way. So we're gonna go slow and controlled up, and then slow and controlled down. From a side angle, it's gonna look like this. Fully extend your arm, pull out, curl it up, keep your upper arm still and tight to your body, and then come back down. Slow and controlled up, wow, I feel a tremendous amount of tension on my biceps. And you know what? You don't even have to really reef on your biceps. You can just get a moderate amount of tension and it's gonna work. The key thing is to do a full range of motion and go nice and slow and controlled like I'm going here. Just like that. Oh yeah, woo! I just did about 5 reps and I really feel my biceps working. And I'm breaking a sweat even. So that's our second exercise, which is called a towel biceps curl. You could call it isometric because an isometric drill is done when you just hold tension in one place. Like if you're doing this, for example, squeezing like this would be isometric. But we're pulling outward and that is isometric. And if we just held that, that would be isometric, but we're still moving through a full range of motion. So you get the best of both worlds with that exercise. And by the way, that one is very safe if you have joint issues too, because it doesn't put a lot of burden on your joints when you're lifting heavy weights. You're just pulling tension outward and you're coming up like this. So that is our second exercise, the towel biceps curl. Okay, we're up to our third and final exercise. And as you can see, I'm back to the floor again. This is probably my most fun exercise out of all 3 of these. And I have been doing these on and off in my programming for years. But when we were in Ireland on a bike tour, in the morning before we would go on our bikes, I would do some bodyweight drills in our hotel room. We were actually staying in Airbnbs most of the time, actually bed and breakfasts most of the time. And I realized this drill is actually fantastic for the biceps as well as it is good for the triceps too. And what it is simply a reverse grip push-up. And a lot of people don't look at this as a biceps exercise, but I promise you it is. When you turn your hands around and you move your hands back a little bit, you change the leverage point of the movement. And the displacement of the weight that you're pushing causes a lot more tension on the biceps. And you get a tremendous triceps exercise, like I said, and a good ab exercise all rolled into one. So this is absolutely a key mandatory exercise, in my opinion, if you're trying to work your biceps without a pull-up bar or without any fitness equipment. This is what it looks like. We're gonna start like this, and we're gonna turn our hands back. Now, if you can get your fingers pointed all the way backwards, that's gonna be the most ideal. If you can't do that, I totally understand. Just go as far as you can. Even if it's this far, you're still gonna get some good work on your biceps. Ultimately though, as you do these, you wanna aspire to get your fingers pointing backwards like that. That's the ultimate goal. So we're simply going to come into a plank position like this. Keep your abs nice and tight. You're gonna take a big inhale, come down, let your chin touch the floor, push back up. Keep your elbows in by your rib cage. Lean forward slightly here, and then push up. That's the key element. So notice how I kind of shift my weight forward. That's all my yoga practice coming into play when I do all those endless amount of sun salutations in hot yoga class. You wanna go nice and slow on the way down, moderate on the way up, big inhale down, push on the way up. And then rest it, relax it. Now you notice I'm letting my nose touch the ground. You can let your nose touch the ground or your chin touch the ground. What you're not allowed to do is let your face smash into the floor because it bloody hurts. I'm telling you that right now. And I don't want to be responsible for you smashing your nose or your pretty faces out there. So don't let that happen. If you can't go down all the way, that's totally fine too. At least get to a point where your elbows are approximately 90 degrees and your upper arms are approximately parallel to the floor, okay? Follow all those key points on that exercise. And that is exercise number 3, the reverse grip push-up. There it is, we're done. You have your 3 exercises. I want you to go and practice those. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about them. If you need any type of modifications or anything along those lines. And as far as reps and sets go, I would suggest doing maybe 8 to 10 reps at first, 3 to 5 sets, rest accordingly between each exercise. And because they're body weight, you can do them more often, I feel, because you're not doing a maximal load. So I would say every other day is totally, absolutely fine. And if you're out of town for a week or 2 weeks or something like that, you definitely have some work to do right there for your biceps and even your triceps and your core all rolled into one if you just did that exercise alone. But the reason I even created this video is because I had a lot of questions come in about how can you work your biceps when you don't have access to a gym, you don't have access to equipment. Well, now you know the answer. Put that into practice and let me know how you make out. Make sure to like and share this video if you haven't done so yet. Subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell indicator to make sure you always get notified when I drop a new video. Have a great day. Good luck. This is Kevin David Rail reporting live.